All right, I'm 365 days of horsemanship, day 110 and 111. These are definitely retrospective. I am late. I'm in the New Forest already. I've been at Elsa Sinclair's clinic. It's currently it's Sunday morning, so it's the last day today. And I just thought, I cannot put this off any longer. I need to catch up with you guys, and just tell you all the exciting things that have been happening really. So the Wednesday and Thursday before I came, day 110 and day 111, were pretty rough. I'm pretty tired, to be honest. Everything is just really crazy at the moment. It's classic me. I'm just doing way too much, and I just feel like I've not had any time to write to myself, any time to recover or relax. And I was also working Wednesday and Thursday. I was on shift, and so I really just didn't feel like I had any time for the horses. And it was really difficult because, obviously I'm doing this project and I want to be there every day. And I just was so exhausted, when I got there, and I just thought, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen. And I'd called a friend of mine just to catch up. And I was sitting with her on the phone, and I thought, I'm just going to go. And normally, it's one of my rules that I'll never go when I'm on my phone, because I just felt like I can't give them the attention that they really deserve, and I feel like I'm distracted. But I thought to myself, I'm going to be talking to her for another half an hour, and then I'm going to feel like I then need to get out and do the horses. I'm just not going to feel any better about it. That I got to go now. So I went, and I just did some flow. And it was really low expectations, really low energy, really low requirements on my part. I had no expectations of them. With Mia, initially on the Wednesday, I stayed quite close. And nothing much really happened. She looked up at me when I came in, and that was nice. And I just stayed in flow with her. But I could see some enjoyment. I felt like there was some softness, some happiness from her. And then the Thursday, I came again, and this time I wasn't on my phone initially. I was very tired again, but I didn't anticipate that while I was there, this same friend would call me again, sort of urgently, and I had to pick up. And so I was speaking with her again, and I just did a little bit more work with Mia from a distance, and it felt like doing that distance work with her, she really wanted to come up towards me, and there was a lot more interest in my presence with me far away, and also not as interested in her myself as usual. It was sort of almost like she was curious, like, how can I make Lucy more curious about me, or how can I make Lucy more interested in me? And so that was nice. Definitely that was nice. It was just a really super short session, and I did have this anxiety about both of them, that I would feel bad about them afterwards, but actually I didn't. With Lawrence on the Wednesday I came, and I was on my phone, and I just flowed with him. And he was the one I was really worried about, because he definitely has resented me before for being on my phone. He's made it very clear before that when I'm on my phone, he doesn't then want to talk to me. And so I was kind of concerned about that. But I did come in with this offer of just sort of like, what do you need? Can I help you? Do you need any scratches? Do you need any massaging? And just did some nice flow with him. Until he just felt, I don't know, like peaceful. Just peaceful. I wasn't really looking for anything in particular that first day. The second day I came, and I actually answered my phone while I was with him, which again is something that I probably wouldn't have normally done. I probably would have waited and called that person back afterwards, but I was so tired I sort of didn't even think, like picked it up automatically. And again, it was okay. It was okay. He sort of tolerated that. And we still got, you know, there were a few like focus changes, licking and chewing. I wouldn't say, you know, he was the happiest that he's ever been. Excuse me, to have me, you know, on my phone with him, but it was definitely better than it has been. And I still felt good that I'd been. I think it just felt like a maintenance day, really. It felt like a bare minimum. Both of them felt like bare minimum days where I had just come up, I had seen the horses, I'd been there, they'd seen me, and yeah, and I felt good about that. I did feel good about that, and I don't know, like, maybe it sounds crazy, but I just really feel that there is benefit in that. Like, even those days where it's really the minimum possible effort, and like, I really dislike being on my phone around them. Like, I just think it's just not, for me, it's not fulfilling. And I don't think it's especially fulfilling for them either. But I think these 2 days, it was just, I just had too much going on, and people happened to call me, and usually I just don't pick up the phone. But, you know, these days I did, and I still think it was okay. You know, I still think it's okay, you know. And I'm still happy that I went. I'm still happy that I had those sessions. And I think it was a good reminder of, like, whatever you can do. You know, don't overthink it so much that you feel like you can't go because of this, or you shouldn't go because it's not going to be perfect, you know. I think that, like, I don't know, I think I definitely have this, like, perfectionist in me. And I think that actually having these really imperfect sessions, but afterwards still feeling that there was benefit in having done them, is really good. So yeah, day 110 and 111, really kind of like filler days, maintenance days where I just came and said, hey, how are you? And, you know, like, if my horse had come up to me and really needed something, if either of them had really needed something or really asked for something, I'd have given it to them. And I think that's the thing that that's the reason why it's so powerful to go. It's to go with that intention, that mindset of just checking in. And if they don't need something, then that's okay too, you know, that's okay. But yeah, I think it's good to go. I think it's really good. I think the consistency of going every day is really important. Really, really important. So, as happy as I can be, really, with that. Definitely.